Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah.
Welcome back to Big Mama's house, y'all. Mama and Lizard here today with you to talk about Sister Wives, Season 18, Episode 12.
What's up?
Hello, everyone. Um, just kind of like a reminder that at the beginning of this episode, that Cody is the only person Christine's ever kissed, and she said that she's really tried to, or scared to try again. Which, after spending like 30 years with someone and it going that badly and realizing that kind of the whole thing was kind of a farce, and that would be hard. Yeah.
But most everyone knows now, due to like Christine's Instagram and social media and stuff, she just got married.
Yes, congrats to Christine. It's
Right.
been a minute now, maybe a little over a month, but yeah, we've seen pictures of them on their honeymoon and them all looking all cozy and cute, and that makes us really happy because everyone deserves their happy place.
Yeah.
Find some happiness. So this episode, Christine is turning 50, and so she's throwing a 50s themed birthday party. And I mean, what a hella nice. I mean, obviously it's during COVID, I think, because they're all kind of outside and whatever.
Yeah.
And they kind of like stay inside and whatever. It was just seemed like they were trying to show that they were being COVID safe without really being COVID safe. And they had a food truck, man. I mean, that's a nice ass birthday party.
Right? That's a TLC funded birthday party.
Ooh, good point. Good point. Good point. And then Christine said that she loves being single, but she's been on a couple dates, nothing serious, just having fun. But she's using a matchmaker. That is interesting
I
to
wonder
me.
how much it costs. I'm pretty sure some people do know and have used it before, but like, how much would that cost?
Yeah, I don't know. And like, yeah, I mean, I can see it because she just moved back after being gone for however many years, plus being married for 30 years. So, I mean, it's even moving back home, you're kind of a different person than you were when you lived there.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't really know anybody. So, I mean, I guess a matchmaker would be kind of an interesting way to go and weed out the fame hungry or money hungry people.
Right.
Hopefully. So I mean, I wonder if that's how she found David.
Also, I think they learned from Mary's catfishing thing. You can't really trust the internet.
Exactamundo, y'all. And then we find out that McKelty told Robyn and Cody about the twins first. And
She says it's because Robyn had morning sickness while Christine did not, which just seems like a excuse.
Yeah, because again, she had two other moms, okay? But again, Christine's been pregnant more than 6 times because I know she had a couple of miscarriages or stillbirths, which is terrible. So she's had numerous pregnancies, like 8 or 9 of them. Plus she's had, however many other children born around the home with other sister wives in, very close proximity. And a lifetime of experience, who could say, okay, yeah, this is what you can do for morning sickness.
And you can't tell me she wasn't the other sister wives weren't helping the other sister wives while they were pregnant.
That's what I'm saying. So she's been around a lot of pregnancies, and you can't tell me that none of them had morning sickness experience.
I want to think that Tony had a hand in that because he gets along with Robyn so well.
But so does McKelty.
But still, like, she told Robyn and Cody over her mom.
It's really strange, right?
It is a little weird. A little weird to me. But I only have one mom, so I don't know.
Yeah, and as a mom, I would be crazy heartbroken and hurt if one of my only 2 children were to get pregnant, because at this point I don't think that's ever really truly going to happen. But if it did, I would be over the moon excited, supportive, loving, whatever you need.
Mama wants to be Nana to human babies.
I mean, I think every woman at a point in her life might want grandchildren, because...
Well, I guess not the people who, didn't have kids. I don't think they want grandchildren, like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about, like, regular average
Yeah.
women who get married, have kids. And,
Yeah.
you know, at some point we all want grandkids. You know, I have friends my age who have grandkids, many grandkids, and I'm like, I just want one. You know, just one to spoil. And I have one, a virtual grandchild that, you know, a friend of the children sends me pics. So
Oh, yeah.
I can like get my grandma cute face pics and maybe hit that fix. But yeah, I get it. They want, you know, when it comes to your own children, I think I would be hurt.
I'm almost 23, so I still got plenty of time. And
Well, exactly. You're
Mallory
young.
just turned 26, so she's still got like quite a bit of time too.
Yes, I'm not like stressed about it or like depressed about it or sad.
No.
I mean, I think I would be if you neither one of you ever had a child. That would make me sad down the road. I mean, I'm not even necessarily having to have a child, even if you adopted one. You know, I mean, to me,
Yeah, but
you know,
Mallory
love is
should-
love. It
we're
doesn't matter.
trying to say that Mallory should never have kids and leave it at that.
Yeah, that's an entire episode
That's
by
the entire
itself.
other conversation.
Oh my God.
Okay, back to the
But yeah, and then they kind of threw back to whenever they hadn't been in Flagstaff terribly long whenever COVID hit. And it was right after it hit, I think, because they were all meeting outside 6 feet apart.
yeah.
And Christine was like desperately saying, you know, like, polygamy is decriminalized now. Let's go home. That's the only reason we left Utah. Utah is our home. We've always said that. We always said that if we could, we would move back there.
Yeah.
And now nobody wants to follow through on that. And she was heartbroken. All her family is there. All of her friends
Like
are there.
her mom showed up to her birthday party.
And at this point, I think 2 of her grown children live there. Aspen and McKelty lived there, I think, and there might have been another one that was close by, maybe Peyton. I'm not sure, but still, most of her family, the people that she regularly would interact with and does now,
Yeah, I knew actually
are in
came
Utah,
her.
and they're thinking, well, what would have happened if we would have moved back then? You know, would things be different?
I
And
honestly think the only way they would have moved back there if Cody stopped his favoritism. If he saw what was best for the family and made that decision.
well, and that was why Christine even said, I think it would just have delayed what happened.
Yeah.
You know, because it would have been easier to stay in a situation that you're unhappy with in a relationship if you're surrounded by the rest of your family that you love.
Yeah,
And
you have an outlet. You have
yeah, and you have a place for
You have a
support
safe-
and
safe
love and
people.
comfort. And I agree. I think she still would have continued to be unhappy, and she would have eventually been like, look, I'm done with this nonsense. And it
But-
probably would have taken longer, but I'm glad it happened the way it did. And I always say everything happens for a reason. And look at Christine. She's found her happiness.
Right? She got a dude
Hopefully, I say a prayer for them that
who has motorcycles and tattoos.
it is a forever. You know what I mean? Because God love her. They all deserve happiness. And when McKelty announced at the party that she was pregnant, not only pregnant, but having twins, Janelle was so excited. She, you know, they love their grandbabies. Christine said that her and Janelle's only goal in life now is to have more grandbabies. And she even cried. And anybody who's ever watched the show for a length of time knows
cry. She's not emotional.
she is not the emotional, especially in public. You know, she saves her tears for the pillow.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was so lovely and just
Sweet.
and sincere. And here's the thing, I am gonna ban the word sweet because that is Robyn's favorite word, and it's now rubbed off on McKelty and Cody.
Yeah.
Because they both said something was sweet in this episode.
But-
And I was just like, that's fucking Robyn. She says everything sweet. And I'm like, no, I'm banning that word now. And that's why I was like, because it literally, it was a sweet moment. But I'm not going to use that anymore because
it was
Cody
a
and Robyn ruined
it
it.
was a wholesome moment.
It was lovely. It really was. And to see how happy, literally, like,
Everyone was.
she obviously considers McKelty her child and that these are going to be her grandchildren.
Yeah.
And so it made my heart
Christine
happy.
brought up though that she wished she could have Robyn's kids there because it would have been great for Truly and Isabella to have their siblings around.
Yes.
But she said that my birthday party is not the place.
Yes, you skipped ahead on me. But
Sorry.
yes. No, that's cool. This is not scripted. This is
Yeah.
just how we go.
I thought that was interesting. Like she was aware that that they do need to see their siblings if they want them, but also like she's not gonna ruin her happiness for this moment.
For them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "This my birthday party is not the place, and I'm not."
For a reunion. Yeah.
And then Robin was just like, "Oh, I didn't get invited." I'm like, "No, you didn't get invited.
Right? Why would you even think you would?
Why do you think you would get be invited?
It's crazy. Did you invite Christine to Christmas?
Have you
Or Thanksgiving?
have you invited
Why would
Christine-
you be invited to her party?
Right? Has she been invited to anything before that? You know, she said, "Frick you, Cody."
Exactly. Well, Janelle equated her party and being like this whole wonderful thing with everyone around her, all her loved ones. It was like Christine's Declaration of Independence.
Right?
Like, this is me now. It's my home. I do what I want. If I want an alcohol cake, I can have an alcohol cake.
Watch the show can see the big difference. Even like the first few seasons where everyone was happy with quotation marks.
Well, I think literally for the longest time Christine was, because she is just a naturally happy, look on the bright
Cody
side of the moment.
Cody just burnt her out, broke her down.
Yeah, she was the one that was born into polygamy. She was the one that was like firmly in the belief system, and he ruined her entire life's beliefs.
He like dug that out of her.
He like you said, totally burnt her out.
And now she's all, but she's happy. You can see how happy she gets. Plus, when she sees her mom and everyone at the party with her.
Yes, exactly. And Christine said that when she blew out her candles and made a wish, that she may or may not have been wishing for a new relationship, but she can't say because she doesn't want to jinx it. And I'm like, thank you for being a superstitious hag like me, because I'm like that too.
But also, she got her wish.
Well, now, yes, we know she did. It's
yeah.
been a minute since then. Then we go over and we're at Mary's B&B, and her friend Blair is renovating her carriage house for her to have her clothing business in it. And Robyn said that she and Mary she would love to have a lighter relationship like Mary and Jen do, but at this point they quote, she and Mary console each other and support each other with the trauma they've been through.
Robyn, you have been through no trauma.
Is the trauma Christine leaving?
Right?
Because Mary's not traumatized. I mean, she was hurt over it for a while.
If anyone was traumatized, it was Mary, with all the wives like basically shunning her and Cody being a terrible dickbag.
Right. And she said that she would like to have more of that lighter relationship with Mary. And I'm like, well, then why don't you call her?
And actually invite her to things and not just use her, stick around with Cody.
Yeah, call her just to chat and be like, hey, girl, what's up?
Hang out with her.
Go to lunch.
I mean, you're not doing anything like watching your kids or
you love to shop. Go shopping.
Right? Bring her with you.
Yeah, it's like just hang out. It's not hard to do. Mary said that no one in the family knows about the move and the downsize and all that, because reading between the lines, she said no one really cares. She said that her kiddos know, and that's all it really needs to know.
You know where to find me.
And by her kiddos, she's referring to Leon and Audrey.
Yeah.
Their husband. I think that's.
I think I am unsure too. I have not.
They are both male trans men.
Okay.
Audrey kept her original name. I think that was her decision. His decision.
So they're male.
No. Well, I know that they had the top surgery. I don't know, but they're living as. I know Leon's for sure is living as men.
Okay, so the male, but Audrey kept his name, and Leon changed his name to Leon.
Their name.
Their name to Leon.
Yes.
Okay. So Leon is there, and Audrey is going by he, him.
I
they.
think so. I'm trying very hard to be respectful, but
also I'm a little stoned right now. I got my knees hurt today, and I'm almost like I can't keep up with that.
Yeah, but anyway, that's her kiddos is
and Audrey
her child and their spouse. So,
yeah.
And I just love. I know I say it almost every episode, but I am here for Mary's I don't give a fuck attitude.
Right.
The way she just answers stuff with like she can tell like these interviews were done after the fact, because she can be just less emotional about the whole Cody thing, because you can tell she would have been a puddle if this had been taped at the time.
Right. And we got clips of that during that time and how much she was like choking on her.
Yeah, and so like now she's at the point where I think she's moved on, and that her interviews are much lighter,
And at
you
the,
know?
at the end, you could see her having that shift. Well, we'll get back to that part later.
Yeah, I mean I'm here for it. I am here
And so
for it.
Mary is renovating her carriage house.
Yes.
Basically to have more of a business and, to have a dressing room so people can actually come in and try things on.
Yes.
And so Jen is there and Blair the decorator.
Yes.
And he was showing her models about stuff and they're trying to convince her of certain things, but she's like,
We haven't got there yet.
oh.
Calm down there, Stoner. Okay. Right now, we're back talking with Kody. Even, that'll kill your buzz and nothing else. He said that Janelle regularly rejects him. And Janelle said that if he really wanted to get back together, he would schedule therapy appointments and communicate with her about it, but he doesn't do anything.
Right.
So, I mean, it's all talk and no action. And that's his MO.
He's tried twice, and that was trying to seduce her.
And he said, there's no interest. I'm trying to be interested in it. I'm trying to talk about reconciliation. And he said he's holding back because she always says no reconciling, or if he's happy, or he doesn't know if he's happy that she, hang on. He doesn't know if he's happy or sad about the fact that she doesn't want to reconcile.
Right. If it's just relief or whatever.
Because here's the thing. He's getting older. Okay, he's in his mid-50s probably. I think he's 53, 54, something like that. And he's at a point in his age, in his life, where he doesn't want to deal with this shit anymore. He has the love of his life, but he needs an income. And that's the only reason he really, really wants Janelle to stay in the family. You know?
He's 54 as of this year.
Yes. So I knew it was somewhere in there. So it's like, I just think he wants the money, like from the show and from her income, but he doesn't want to actually deal with having a relationship with her.
Yeah.
He just wants her to continue being okay, getting nothing.
And I think that's why he kept getting so upset is because they weren't just, basically, they weren't being his toys anymore. They weren't being the dolls that he could put down and, come back to.
Exactly, when he's bored with the one he's got.
But yeah.
Like, yeah, it's awful. And then Kody, it was at Janelle's new apartment.
And by the way, I want to point out, he asked to come over and see it. He asked her to come over and see it.
Well, yeah, because he's still like...
Because he's going to bring up later that he's like, I don't know why she even had me over.
Wait, calm down. We ain't got there yet. I'm going.
Go faster.
And so he basically takes a look around, says it's really, really nice. And, like, you can tell he would like living there because it's much nicer than the little apartment she had before.
Right.
And she even said, like, this is, like, the nicest place I've lived in Flagstaff so far. But he's realizing that, like, she has no interest in him living there at all.
No.
So he's like, so at the end, he realizes, like, they have nothing to say to each other. They're just kind of standing around after talking about the apartment, whatever. They literally...
She does ask him to help her hang up pictures.
Yes. And it's like, but they literally have nothing to say to each other. And they stand there, this weird, awkward silence for way too long.
And Janelle doesn't even get up to greet him when he gets there.
She was like, oh, he's here.
Like, she's on a laptop at the kitchen table. It's like how I feel when the cat knocks something over and I have to go pick it up, but I don't want to.
He's like, I'm doing something here, man.
Right? And she puts on a laptop. She's like, okay, hi, how are you?
And since they had nothing to say to each other after, him getting the tour of the apartment, he decided to take Savannah to eat. And she does say that he does take her out, to eat or something every couple weeks. So, yeah. So he spends an hour or two with this kid every couple of weeks. That's nice.
Right.
And he calls his relationship with Savannah sweet, gentle, ick.
Right.
Ick. Okay, why? What?
I also, did you notice the way he was like basically guiding her through the apartment, like controlling her behind with his hands on her shoulders?
Yes.
That the moment he started doing that, I felt very gross watching it.
Well, I don't want to allude to anything. I just think he's way too familiar sometimes, and I think he's gotten used to it being around Robyn.
But it felt like he was basically like subconsciously trying to take control of her still.
Well, yeah, because she's the only one he can.
Or truly, but again, like he's like holding on to control of a person. She's a living person.
Yeah. She was just like his doll. He was.
And also, Janelle did not actually want him over there. She wanted her to be her space.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
She's like, don't ruin the vibe.
the one thing she's got for herself,
She's like, you are not part of the mood that I'm imagining for myself.
And Cody said that he still has no contact with Gabe or Garrison, and it's been quite a while, however long that is.
Yeah.
And he said he's sad about it, and he hopes that in time we'll just get over this.
You mean
that we'll be safe being together again. Basically, he says that they won't talk to him. Because he said that they won't engage with me. So that means that they just won't talk to him. And I think that's awesome. Block his ass.
And also, if you notice, he's like, we'll get over this. He means they'll get over this, and it's Robyn who will feel safe. Because remember, she's the one who said she didn't feel safe with them around.
Well, yeah, because, they're his precious children.
His wording is...
might see someone yell at each other.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Trauma.
You might see some, like, actual discourse within the family.
Having conversations about difficult things and learning to, sort them out
maturely. That not everyone is actually against your parents, and that they're kind of the
or against the children.
Right?
No one's against the kids.
No
one. But they're telling the kids that they are, and that's wrong.
Right?
Anyway, sorry guys. And Cody wonders if Janelle asks him to hang pictures is a test. So that's why he said okay. He said being married to 4 women, everything is a test.
AKA he is distrustful and paranoid about everyone except for Robyn.
Exactly.
None of them are actually, they're telling him what they want, but they're not actually telling him what they want. And he has to figure out on his own, and it's up to what he thinks what they want.
What they should want.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Because he's a piece of trash.
And Cody wondered if she moved because that last little apartment was their apartment. They lived there together. And this one is hers. And it doesn't look like he'll be living there with her.
Duh.
And he doesn't know why she's even showing him. Wait for it. Wait. There's this pause. And then he goes, well, except that our daughter lives there. Like, I thought that was the whole point of you coming over, was to check out the place where your daughter is living.
It's very clear that you asked to come over.
Like, we thought that's what you were there for, dude, to, like, just check it out, make sure everything was okay. See if she needed help putting, like, something together.
No, but he's actually coming over to see where he's going to put his stuff.
Exactly.
About how he's going to decorate it.
But he talks about her, anything that's hers, with this sneer and this really, like, entitled fucking look on his face. Like, and I just want to punch him so many times.
Like, even though he has his own house with Robyn and all this crap, how dare the other wives have anything that doesn't have anything to do with him?
Or not up to his standard, like that last apartment.
Right?
Or the trailer.
And I think he's also, like, a little, petty, because she got the nicer apartment without him.
Which I think is awesome. But it's stupid, because if they were getting that place, quote, together, why didn't he know about it or even look at it before they moved in? Like, if you're renting an apartment with your spouse, the spouse usually comes with you to look at the apartment before you sign a lease. Nope. And if he didn't do any of that, that's fucking on him.
I don't think Janelle would even told him to, like, oh, hey, I'm moving. Because, again, like, he'd be too busy with Robyn.
No, he knew. He knew. Because she even said in the wintertime she's going to get a short-term rental apartment because there's no heat in that trailer. And so they would freeze to death in the freaking wintertime.
Yeah.
And that's why they got the little short-term rental. And that's why they got a little crappy, cheap one, because it was only supposed to be for a short time before they started building on the property, and she was just going to live in the trailer while they built the building.
I can't believe he was just okay with one of his wives and his daughters living in a, like, crappy trailer with no heat.
Here's the thing, though. It's not a crappy trailer. That thing costs like 80 grand. I mean, it's the top of the line freaking trailer. It's great for, a lot of people go across the country and they live in those, throughout the years. They travel. They follow the winter, the summer.
In an RV fold. Okay, there are people online who do, like, van life or whatever, or, like, RV life, and they have, like, 10 kids in, like, one of those $80,000 RVs or whatever. And I'm just like, no, it is not a long-term stay. If it's longer than a couple months...
That was the whole point. She was only going to live in it that summer, right? Yeah. Then when the wintertime came, she was going to get the short-term rental apartment for the winter because
Yeah.
whatever. And then they were gonna go back living in the trailer when they started construction on her casita. Remember?
Yeah.
So this was all supposed to be short term.
And also, okay, so but later on, she just mentioned like, it'd be fine. We can build some really tall fences.
Well, you're repeating ahead again, girl. Calm down. So then we're back with Mary, and she finally gets to see the design for her clothing business. And she said her only things were no pink sparkly stuff, no circles, and no white. And she knows what she wants. And there's nothing wrong with that. I also have a bit of OCD, okay? You know this. There are certain ways, like
Yeah.
things, I gotta have things a
Me and
certain way.
Mama don't agree on all decorating styles.
And that's okay. You know, you do you and I'll do me. And that's I'm fine with that. But he called her a control freak. And again, what's wrong with that?
Right? It's where you're living. Don't you want to like it?
Like your wives have had to be control freaks with their own shit because how else are they managing all those kids and the house and the shopping and paying the bills and working and all, like they've had to like take control of their own shit that makes everything work
But when
because he ain't doing nothing.
But when it comes to him, she shouldn't, want to control anything.
Right. And Mary said that she loves not having to ask or please anyone but her for this project. And she knows she's a control freak. And she said because she's had to take care of herself because no one else would. And she knows she needs to do better about that and to learn to let things go. And again, when you become self-aware about something like a personality issue,
Yeah, quirk.
and you become aware of it, and it's something that offends other people, even though you don't mean to. Now that she's aware of it, she can, and more mature,
Yeah.
sees things a different way.
Because her friends are like begging her to choose the white countertop, and she's like, I don't want white.
Well, again, it's her business, it's
Yeah.
her space. She can have whatever she wants, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right?
If that was a man, they'd be like, "Oh, he's so great. He's so attention to detail, so professional."
I don't think her two friends would say that. I don't.
No, but that's why they're her friends,
But yeah.
because they're not.
Personally,
Judgy
I think
dickheads.
that's too much brown. You need to have that color in there.
Yeah,
That's too much dark. That's too much neutral dark colors. You need that white to just.
brighten it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's Mary's.
That's her space, not ours.
Right.
Kody says he doesn't know why when she moved, why she even told him.
Because ROBYN told her to.
Yeah, and I don't understand why ROBYN keeps setting her up
For failure.
with him because she knows she needs to keep her on her side, to keep her there, to keep the money flowing in.
Right.
And Kody is just not being business minded at all. She's like, you're my best customer, but they're paying me.
Right.
Okay, to service you. So, yeah, you would need to keep them on the payroll, dude. What are you doing?
But she can't say it like that to him.
Well, of course not, but I'm just
And
not.
Cody's he's not smart. He's not a smart man. Unless she says it outright, which she won't.
No, yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
But I'm one of those blunt bitches, and I would just be like, look, this is how it is, and stay or go. But I love you, so don't go.
ROBYN can't say that because like, that's customer.
Right? And so Janelle and he were talking about her casita she wants to build.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be like 1,200, maybe 1,500 feet, which is what her apartment is now. And it's a decent size for her in Savannah, who is, just graduated high school, I think. And so she's either going to be going to college or, working or doing something, but she won't be there forever either. So she doesn't want this ginormous place that she's got to keep up by herself.
Yeah.
Smart, if the kids want to come visit, they can get an Airbnb or stay in the extra bedroom or whatever. But, you don't have the house big enough for your entire family all the time. Especially when you have that many kids, who have spouses and grandchildren.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And so, but she was saying, he keeps talking about all this stuff at the house, like, we could do this and we could do that. And she's like, he's not putting up any money for the house that she's building. So what's up with the we?
Right.
And she doesn't say, this is in her interview, but she's
Yeah.
like, well, she looks a little confused.
Like she's like nodding, but she's like, I'm not putting any of that down.
Right.
Like, you can do that in your house on the other side of the tall fence.
And then Kody with a ginormous set of cojones says, well, she might want to build the big house first and the Concita later. Basically, you finance and build the big house for me and Robyn, and then once it's done and we move in, you can build yourself the little Concita. Won't that be great?
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, and that's not what he said, but that's basically what he was saying. He's like, well, maybe, she'll want to build the big house first. Why not? Because if we're going to build, why not do the big thing first? And then whenever, it's crazy. I'm sorry, hang on, I lost my train of thought. So she is financing the home.
Yeah.
Okay, she straight up says it. And she knows what she wants. Again, two wives, they don't talk to each other in the same episode.
Right.
They know what they want. When they're at an age and a position where they can do what they want.
Right. And Cody's just so used to them just doing his whims that he didn't think to ask at them.
And he just assumes that that's what they're going to do.
And Janelle's like, no.
And so when Janelle is like more like, no, I want to build the Concita, whatever. And he starts, of course, doing the shaming and he says, it's stupid to build a garage with a Concita over it on 2 full acres. It doesn't work for me. And I'm like, good. Because it's not your fucking house.
Right?
It's not your fucking land. Then if you don't know anything about and he said all this with that smirky fucking entitled look on his face, and I got so pissed off just looking at his face. And like, okay, everyone who knows anybody in anything about Janelle knows she wants to build multiple greenhouses on her land. That's why she wants the small house where it's at, so that she can have her greenhouses out in the sun at the bottom of the acreage.
She wants her plants.
She knows what she wants.
Right? She wants her fun like garden area.
Yeah, and she wants her greenhouses because she wants to kind of like be like more self-sufficient, all that kind of stuff, and she loves gardening.
Right?
Anybody that knows anything about Janelle knows that, and he doesn't fucking get it because it's not what he wants or what he's ever thought about.
I bet you that he thinks the greenhouses are tacky and wants to not even have them on the land. Because it has to be the way he wants it, or else it's not good enough.
Yeah, because his name is on every parcel. There are 4 parcels right now, and he wants to split it up into 5, which I don't see why they would need to do that now because there's not another wife.
Yeah.
However, everyone has been speculating that he wants to split it into 5 because there's one for each of their 5 kids. See? That magic number 5. So that's just the speculation going around everywhere. So that's just a food for thought thing there. And so obviously this is all going on sometime in early to mid 2020 this year, 2023.
Okay.
Before they were able to pay off the property in June of this year.
Yeah, but it is paid off.
It is now, but I read somewhere, and again, this could be speculation, that they took a loan on something else to pay that loan off.
I bet you it's their house.
I think it was the other parcel of land that's paid off. They use it as collateral for a loan to pay off that other loan.
Oh.
That's what the speculation. So really, they look like they own all this stuff and they're doing well, but they are leveraged up to the eyeballs.
Right.
And they know it. And now they are going to have 0 extra income coming in. And they are effed up the a-hole with no lube. Okay? And they know it. And that's why he's so damn miserable all the time. And why Robyn looks like somebody fucking killed her grandma that morning every time she talks.
But the thing so is Janelle, like, she obviously has her own finances squared away. She has a couple things, but she seems very chill about everything. She knows what's going to happen. She plans ahead. And I want to know, Janelle, she's known for that. I think something's looking bad, she's planned ahead.
You have to. I mean, shit. Every time we manage to get a little bit of savings ever in our entire marriage, something comes up, and then thankfully we had that, but then we're back to having nothing.
Because apparently Janelle and Kody has a lot of like major things that both their names are on and everything, or like Cody's, involved with and Robyn. But you can't tell me that Janelle did that with everything. She has those little things squared away just in case she does.
I hope so. I truly do.
Dude, because I've seen her on some social media stuff, and she's just doing fine. She's all happy. She's great.
Well, she sells that Plexus too.
Yeah.
That MLM. And it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
But
But
if
again,
they make money at it,
Again.
and people are willing to spend their money on it,
the
whatever.
3 wives that deserve happiness are doing fine.
Exactly.
They're chilling.
And so Janelle said she will build on the property because it's her entire estate. And it is all that she has to show for her entire life and marriage. And that made me really sad because, of course, you want to have something to leave your children or grandchildren, but it's not
Wasn't it Garrison who actually likes to garden as well?
Gabe.
Gabe. So you know that her kids are gonna be coming over for like dinners and stuff, and help her out the garden and having fresh
Yeah.
salads and stuff. She's gonna invite Christine over,
And all her kids.
right?
Yeah, I mean, and it was so cute that whenever McKelty told her about the babies in this episode, she was like, I need to get a house here now, so that I can come and visit and stay and help out and be around everybody,
Right.
which I think is just the cutest thing. And Janelle said that she would build a high fence if they move there, so she doesn't even have to interact with them.
Like,
Yeah, so like we can be neighbors, we just don't ever have to look at each other.
like Cody and Ron can be on that side, and myself will be on this side.
Yeah, and so he even said whenever, earlier when they were standing around and had
Yeah.
nothing to say, he said his whole life is Robyn and the kids, so he had nothing to say because he can't talk to Janelle about them. And I'm like, so your whole life, you don't have a job, you don't have hobbies, you don't have, your car,
Well,
fucking the weather, anything.
Apparently, he's hanging out with these other dudes, like his dude friends.
Right. It's like he doesn't
Nothing.
make any sense at all. And Cody says that he asked Janelle why they can't reconcile, and she said she isn't interested in a relationship with Mary or Robyn. So as long as he has a relationship with either of them, she doesn't want a relationship with him.
I don't know what happened between her and Mary.
It makes no damn sense because I know they've never been close, but they were okay with each other in Vegas.
Right? And you get they can't be mad at the catfishing thing considering everything that
It was the move to Flagstaff that screwed everything up, but I don't know what the hell happened. It's crazy. And I want Mary to write a tell-all book. I want Christine to try to tell all book, and I want Janelle to write one because every single one of them will have the same story, but the details will be completely different because it'll be from each of their points of view.
Right.
Just like the Sister Wives book that I covered in very early in the Sister Wives series. If you guys want to listen to that, it's crazy. It's one book. It's the same story, but it's told from each of their different perspectives. And it's so interesting.
There's that saying, there's one side of the story, there's the other side of the story, and there's the truth.
Yep, there's 3 sides to a story: his side, her side, and the truth.
Or like whatever gender side.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, you know.
And he says that isn't the deal they made about plural marriage when they all got married.
That wasn't the deal with you picking Robyn over everyone either when they got married.
And Janelle says, well, Cody never said, I love you, I miss you, or anything like that. And he's only doing it, wanting to get back together with her, as he says, to get the family back together again. And in my opinion, that equals money. And so she noped out. She's like, I don't have any, you don't miss me. You miss, again, your idea of the big picture and me paying into the pot and doing what you want, but you still getting your cake and eating it too.
Right.
That's all it was about. But Cody said he's going to ask Janelle again next week to reconcile. Maybe he should get more serious about it. And I'm like, you fucking moron. It's been like over 6 months,
right?
9 months at this point. You don't think she's serious? Maybe I should get serious about winning her back. But you don't really want her back. You just want her fucking money.
Right? You put
period.
You put the bare minimum in and you realize that it's not going to work anymore.
Exactly. It's crazy. And then at the end, Mary had to go back to the B&B because there are 2 huge trees that had to be removed that were there probably whenever her great grandma was a kid. And it kind of, made her sad thinking about something that had been there for so long.
Yeah.
Involved in her family. It was sad.
She was also kind of correlating it with her and Cody's relationship.
Yeah, and she kind of recaps the last episode of of Cody telling her that,
he's not interested in a relationship.
Yeah, and with her, and that he never loved her and all that kind of nonsense. And it's been a couple months since that conversation. But they had never, for 8 years, they never really had a marriage. They lived apart, didn't really communicate. Of course, never had any kind of conjugal anything.
And Mary kind of says that she thought by removing the trees it would look worse, but she is surprised about how much better it looks. And you can tell she's like talking about Cody's relationship at that
Oh,
point.
there's definite analogy in there.
Like I think that she's the house, and the two trees they got rid of was Cody and Robyn,
Yep.
and now she looks beautiful. She can see herself,
And you can get to the light
right?
because they're not constantly hovering over you.
Right, and they're not cracking down on your roof and ruining your foundation and stuff.
Yep. And Christine said that she wanted to join their family because of how well Cody treated Mary back then. And Janelle said that they were absolutely in love. And
And Cody's just a big fat liar now.
oh yeah, and Mary said she doesn't know if she's gonna leave or stay. And I don't think we are really. I guess we know that they're separated, but they never really made a big thing about it.
Here's the thing, though. She doesn't know if they'll leave or stay, but you can tell from what she's talking about the trees and stuff about how nice it looks and thinking about their relationship,
And how happy she is in Utah.
right? She's not staying. She kind of knows it, but she's not ready to say it out loud yet at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, that was season 18, episode 12 of Sister Wives. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, things you want to talk about, hear about, any series you'd like us to look at, or any, I am going to be starting the Corey Feldman biography. Hopefully today, if it arrives today, like it's supposed to. Things like that. Anything you would like us to cover, report on?
Also, we have up to 76 subscribers now. I
Yes,
think.
and if we get 100 before Thanksgiving, I'm going to do
No, it's Christmas.
nope, Thanksgiving.
Papa moved to Thanksgiving.
I did because I think you guys can do it. I think we can get 100 subscribers before Thanksgiving as kind of like a I don't know, but we will do something to make you show you guys our gratitude and our thanks to you.
We're gonna do a thanks for the fam.
The famdom.
The famdom. Thanks for the famdom. Podcast for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're gonna do something. I will think of something hopefully that you guys will appreciate. We will do a raffle once we get to 100 if we hit it before Thanksgiving.
Don't expect any merch drops or anything like that. We're too poor for that. Not
Oh
happening.
yeah, no, we're simple people. We don't know what we're doing really. We're just
And
doing the best we can as we go.
maybe later on we do T-shirts. It just be Rascal's face. You can just like use his face.
Because Mama said so. That's a good one.
I want to put them all on a T-shirt. That's what
TM.
I just want to put them
'Cause
all
Mama
on a
said so.
T-shirt.
Well, yeah, because you could have their face with because Mama said so.
Right.
Anyway, you guys,
Sorry,
thank you
guys.
so much for being here. We love you guys. I appreciate all the comments we've been getting. And by the way, the Sister Wife fans are kicking the Plathville fans' asses. You guys have got like 20 comments to like 4. So keep it up. Way to go, guys. You are winning. I love
I think
it.
it's because of me. I'm a better conversation than Papa, in my opinion.
Aw, poor Papa. We don't even know if he's gonna be able to do it anymore.
All right, because he's working a lot right now.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I think you are definitely a big draw for our fans. What do you guys think? If you guys love Lizard better, well, I can't say better than Papa, but if
Hey.
you just really enjoy Lizard's little banter with her mama, you just let us know.
Right? But if you like both of us, consider sharing us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because I know right now Papa's really down and
It's free.
he's killing himself, working as much as he
He
can,
wants
trying to
you
make money.
Y'all know that it's very free to do, and it's really easy. If you push the share button, it'll pop up. Like, do you want to show us a Twitter or Messenger? You don't have to put anything in.
You just said, I want to send it straight to my Facebook, whatever, and that's what I do. But thank you guys. We love y'all. Be safe out there. The weather's getting colder, so weatherize your house. Make sure you take your hoses off and turn the water off to your outside spigots. Make sure you, if you have heat tape for your pipes, you get that going. Anything if you need to winterize your windows, that little plastic thing, let me know if you guys need any advice and help with things like that because I am kind of handy.
And because I have no chill, start bringing out your Christmas decorations, people.
Oh yeah, ours is coming out this weekend, I think.
Yes.
So
We are the Christmas as early as possible. Well, me and
I
Papa,
love twinkly lights.
Me and Papa really are, though.
Ah, show your face.
Mama does like it, but she makes us wait till after Halloween.
Well, it's Because you have to enjoy the Halloween decorations
There's
first.
Halloween
And
decorations.
then you should have the fall decorations for
No.
like Thanksgiving, like turkeys and things and pumpkins.
Red and green are fall colors.
And then after Thanksgiving, then you get to take down all the fun fall ones and put up the Christmas ones. That's how I do it, like normal people.
Mama's okay.
But you
well,
can put up the twinkle lights all year long. I'm
Okay.
down with twinkle lights. Anyway, you guys, please wear your seatbelts. Please use your turn signals. Please spay and neuter your pets. And please be kind this time of year, especially you don't know what people are going through. The holidays are hard for everyone.
Also, don't forget to check your mail. If you haven't checked in a while, it's probably full.
That was a PSA from Lizard. Thank you guys. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.